This is the commentary for Amon versus Calandra the Trainwreck. I'm Peter, PG Peetger.
I'm John, PG Plap.
And I am Jarrett, not a PG, but I'm keyboard therapy on the forums and all the social medias.
Alright, this is a request match from Christian Us, who I believe we say is from Sweden, and then John and I both talk in a German accent when we
Yeah.
speak.
Oh yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible and incredibly
It is
offensive.
offensive to all of Europe, and we apologize.
So let's actually, you guys are already deployed, so right out of the gate, I'm sure that we're going to have the lists in the comments section, or the description section.
We probably
But
will,
if you
yeah.
guys could just run through your list real quick.
Alright, also, mine is we got a request to play Amon, and whenever I play Amon, he's got some glaring deficiencies, but his best thing is just synergy. The synergy ridiculousness, and he has a surprisingly decent late-game assassination, but he's also very fragile, so this is just built to exploit synergy. Let's see, we got Devout, because Amon, and then 2 Dervishes, 2 Reckoners, and a Judicator. And mainly being that Judicator can do incredible business with a synergy sweep attack against massed infantry. Like POW 25, I think, 26 is what this list tossed out of sweep.
Seems appropriate.
It's pretty legit.
Yeah.
and what
And
do you
then
got?
racks, of course, because focus.
All right. So me, I got
You're running the Calandra's Theme Force, correct?
the elemental evolution or evolutionary elementalism, whatever it's called.
How about EE?
E. There we go.
Double
that
E.
works.
E
That
squared.
works.
One of those.
So first of all, it starts with 2 storm trolls, a pyre troll, and 3 slag trolls. Then I'm adding the full Creelstone boat, then Moses the rune bearer, 2 units of warders, and think I top it off with Janissa.
Cool. So the scenario is recon, and just to reiterate, this is probably not the commentary podcast for you if you are have any sort of aversion to foul language.
Yes, if you posted on the thread about, I don't like profanity, or shows that exploit drinking, well, you are in the wrong fucking video.
Yeah.
So guys, looks like we have a hill centrally located kind of towards us, and then we have a forest on John's side of the board, a forest in the zone, a building, and then some ruins opposite them. Did I miss anything?
No, there's a house with a linear obstacle coming off the side of it, but the linear obstacle, I think it's, there's no kill box, so it doesn't really come a ton to play. I think Amon hides behind it for a round, but that's about it.
So John, you went first. When you deployed, did you have any plan of attack that you were looking for? Did you have anything that you were trying to exploit right out of the gate?
Pretty much he's pretty heavy armor, heavy wounds as well as I am over there. So I was just trying to throw the storm trolls and the pyre troll up there and hope he gets engaged with them first, then back it up with my slag troll shooting.
And how about you, Pete? I know you have that pre-deployed, but other than probably trying to not thread the needle of that wall and objective, were there any other considerations that you had?
No, just with the huge base, I just want to keep it away from the wall and not I certainly don't want it to be on the left side of the objective, where I get shoehorned by the objective and the wall as far as movement, so it had to go just to the right of my objective.
Right.
And then other than that, racks are kind of splayed out across the board because Amon tends to shift around a lot to run away from things.
He's a 6?
He's a 6. So he normally, I believe that there is not, even those 2 racks you can see right now, there's one tucked behind the Judicator. You can kind of like, in the middle he can hit both. Like there's less than 24 inches between them.
Now, I have to admit, I'm not super familiar with Amon. I know he's got synergy and he has escort.
No. Mobility.
Mobility, that's the one.
That's all that matters.
Oh, like if he had escort.
Does he have anything else that we should be aware of?
Yeah, so it comes up really late in the game, but people forget he has perfect balance. So he cannot be free struck, and if he's knocked down, he gets to stand up for free on his turn. Barring if you throw him yourself, and then he must forfeit activation. But,
Gotcha.
Other than that, his spell Convection you will almost never see cast except on feat turn to blow focus. It's a 2-cost spell that if you kill something, you get to allocate a focus.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever seen it cast.
I've cast it a few times with Amon, but pretty much he's just there for synergy and mobility.
Cool. So you're barreling through your first turn now, John. What were your thoughts as far as your first turn movements?
Just trying to throw everything up the middle. Then I have Calandra and Janissa on the top side of the board, hoping to maybe later in the game or even second or third turn get to that far flag and dominate it if I can with her.
Mm-hmm. Now, in the zone, it looks like we got the Pyre and then the 2 Storm Trolls out front. Is that correct?
Yeah, and then in the back by the objective, there's 2 slags.
What is the third... Are there 3 slags or...
There's 3 slags.
Okay, but the back line is just all slags.
Yes.
And we got Warders, Creelstones, and it looks like you shipped the clock over to Pete.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pete, what were your thoughts turn 1?
Turn 1 with Amon against that list. I know that I have some protection with Safe Passage because he doesn't have a way of handing out magical weapon to his ranged guys.
Well, let me interrupt you real quick. You put 1 on the Judicator, so you're running?
No, the Judicator always receives 1 from Reliquary.
That's right.
But yes, he probably I believe he runs turn 1.
Is there anything to do with the different colored focus that you have going on?
No, it's just a reminder to me. The purple, I take that back. The purple focus is focus that's come off the rack.
Gotcha.
So I only gave myself 1 because I realized I was going to take a rack off, and you can see the rack already fucking blew up because that's how my racks are.
And there you go, hiding behind the wall.
Yeah, and then I think I spend like maybe 2 rounds behind the wall, and then I just kind of give up the wall. But the purple is to separate the focus from the racks, and the green is to separate the reliquary focus, and yeah, I totally fucking run.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm actually going to go back to John real quick. What were your Theme Force benefits? Do you have any immunities or anything turn 1? Are his Reckoners going to be duds?
I think all I'm getting is the -1 point cost to the light beasts, and believe I get 1 free focus on the stones for every rune shaper solo or unit, and it's just Janissa. So my stones started with 1 fury on it.
Okay, so nothing's really immune to fire except the Pyre Troll.
Correct.
Okay. So, Pete, were you looking to shoot at him this turn, or were you just trying to get positioning?
No, this turn is really... The only thing I really did this turn was I wind up moving one of my vassals forward to try and bait some of the ranged stuff closer. Because I know it's... And I even though right before the match we mentioned, like, you should almost never Safe Passage it out, the first thing I do is Safe Passage in this game because I don't really want Amon to get shot anyway. And the way I position stuff between my bait model, the vassal, and the objective, and another large base, it sort of line of sight has blocked them, and if they do get a shot, it's a defense 20 Amon. I'm okay with that. If I die to range attacks, a defense 20 Amon, turn 2, that just happens.
Yeah.
That's just God saying he hates you, and I'm okay with that. I've made my peace with that a long time ago.
Well, Menoth is a cruel and vengeful master.
He is delicious and full of marshmallow fluff.
So why don't you tell our listeners real quick why you probably shouldn't Safe Passage a Devout?
Oh yeah, if you Safe Passage a Devout, you can't Shield Guard.
Seems bad.
It's pretty terrible.
So, John, did you have any plan to get around his Safe Passage, or were you just going to...
Not really. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay.
Just made peace with it?
Yeah, I made peace with like, well, turn 2 I won't be shooting, so I'm going to get up in there and...
He had a secret plan, and it was called Operation Sixes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Operation Sixes worked pretty well for a while.
Yeah, Operation...
Hey, spoilers.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
yeah, sorry. No, it was just pretty much I was going to go, okay, well, can't shoot turn 2, so I'm just going to get up in there, and like I said, I got that first wave of Storm Trolls and Pyre Troll that I was just going to try to tie stuff up, and then Slag Trolls on those jacks can do some work.
Gotcha. So what did we just see there, Pete?
You just saw me moving my other Reckoner base to base to block more line of sight to Amon from the 2 things that can threaten him, really. And it's maybe a Storm Troll, but probably the Pyre Troll.
So this is a pretty quick turn for you then.
Yeah, because I know that the last thing I'm going to do is move a vassal up to make him a 15-15, but also kind of throw him out there as bait, and to have him not super close to Devout, but close enough to where if he had forgotten I'd Safe Passage, he might think I'd Shield Guard it off.
Who's shooting right now?
That Reckoner.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I think... the Judicator.
It was the Judicator, the ancillary attacks.
Judicator's just flinging a shot out there. I had to double check and make sure that my rockets weren't fire, which they're not, thank God.
So it seems to me like the Amon list has the threat range here. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is there anything that Calandra can do to get the alpha, or...
No, not really. I mean, her thing is just absorbing and then like trying to pound the turn that I have to drop Safe Passage for him of battle.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much it.
Were you expecting, Pete, were you expecting John to do anything different turn 1, or would you have done anything different?
With that, no, you have to position your range beast like you're going to get a chance to shoot, and there will be support units to shoot at, and not everything will be acquired with Safe Passage every round, so you sort of have to do that. And then you see me just, there we go, knock a fucking Judicator across the board. But it's, with this matchup, the alpha is weird for Calandra normally, but then late game is where she picks it up with the double warders, and Starcrossed, even with synergy, is the bane of my existence, apparently.
Starcrossed is basically a feat every turn.
See, it's for most people it's not. For me, it is definitely. If I'm rolling 3 dice, I can guarantee about half the time 2 are going to be. It'll be like 6-1-1.
That is an important qualification.
Actually, you do that quite often. I think a couple times during this game it'll happen.
Were there any surprises for you, John?
Keep a tracker.
Side of the board.
For his first turn?
Yeah.
No, I kind of expected exactly that. Just everything running with safe passage up there, just trying to get it up in my face as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. And did you have any intricate troll schemes going on in turn 2, or was it just...
No, just waiting to see what he does, and hoping maybe I could get a shot off with the storm troll onto, like, one of his, oh god, I don't know what, the repair guys, what are they called?
The mechanics.
The mechanics, yeah.
They get the +2/+2 for being based on
all of my support guys.
You know, mechanics or, like, choir, definitely if I could take out choir early on.
The Vassal's Mouth, too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Gotcha.
So one good thing the mechanic has, and then a garbage 8 repair stat.
Yeah.
Hey, in this game, it does not fail me. I fail it in that I move him forward at some point and then don't heal.
Oh, surprise, surprise. In my list, I forgot about the whelps just now. So I also had 2 points of whelps in there.
Oh, okay.
That I will forget about this entire game. Spoiler alert.
Good.
Yeah,
you remember them, but you only remember them after I proceed to either completely miss the rest of the time,
yeah,
or those few times when like the synergy chain kicks in and kills them.
All right, so now I'm moving the pirate troll.
It's shooting at the vassal.
No, I think I'm shooting at Amon on that one.
No, you're shooting at the vassal. You can't see him on.
Okay.
Because the vassal's blocking line of sight and he's more to the right.
That's right.
So are whelps a standard inclusion in Calandra list?
In this one, they could be just because of I missed there with the pirate troll. Surprise. No, just because I had 2 points left over, and there's not much else in this theme force that you can really do with that.
Trolls have a deficiency of 2-point stuff.
Yeah.
Especially in theme.
I put Janissa in there, so if I took Janissa out and took the whelps out, I had 5 points for another light beast, maybe another storm troll.
Do you know if most Calandra theme forces run Janissa? Is that pretty standard?
No, because I believe this list is usually paired with runes,
gotcha.
And Janissa's definitely in
Janissa
runes.
normally becomes another light, and that's the 5-point difference when you pull Janissa and the 2-point in.
Sure.
Calandra's probably my favorite caster in Trolls, and I do fairly decent with her, just I don't run this list.
I believe this is the point where John and I are waxing philosophical on the finer points of docking.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I can see it.
You made the
secret hand gesture and the foot tap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Docking is when two gentlemen who like each other very much.
So, Pete, how about that Amon list? Was there any special considerations you had for this matchup? Or
well, I didn't want Calandra to come up and dock on me. That was for sure.
Good. This is the first time I've seen or heard of Amon running Adjudicator. Is that something that I've just been oblivious to? Or?
He fell out of favor so early in Mark II that people didn't bring him back. And honestly, I will not sit here and tell you that makes him very fieldable or super competitive.
Sure.
I like it because it gives him a combined arm presence that takes good advantage of synergy, and it's one of the few things. Like, synergy is great with power attack sweep, which is normally not super used. Mm-hmm. But it gives him great infantry clearing, but it also gives him that nice range threat to complement his alpha.
Now, okay, let me ask you this then. So you could have 2 Reckoners in place of the Adjudicator, is that correct?
I could have 2 Reckoners and a minion of Choir.
Well then, what does the Adjudicator give you? You said range presence.
Way more damage, melee potential, and the sweep, the ability to wipe out entire units in one go. Also, the Amon, despite being focus 6 and a Jackcaster, is crazily Fury starved or focus starved for the most part, and the autofocus from Reliquary is really handy.
Sure, I can see that. And
a single Judicator puts out more range attacks than 4 Reckoners.
Did I miss something? What is that mini feat token, by the way?
That's a flag. That's a flag.
That's what that is.
Yes.
We just forgot to turn it upside down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it is a mini feat.
Oh, cool.
Man
awesome.
Down.
Go home.
So did the Storm Trolls shoot at anything relevant?
I believe I shot at the...
I think it shot at something and missed again.
Yeah, missed or didn't fail to do damage. Or
something, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing important.
And
I think one of them asked to shoot at the rack and then realized...
Yeah, I definitely asked...
Yeah.
I was like, can I shoot at that rack?
Like, nope, it doesn't focus. Well, you can, it just won't hit.
Yeah.
So it's an automatic miss?
Yeah,
so
it is. It's like super stealth, yeah. It's stealth that works from like even within an inch.
Gotcha.
You can gunfighter miss it, which is hilarious.
Okay. So if he was hoping for lucky deviation, I was just wondering if it was a cannot be targeted or cannot hit. And it's the ladder.
No, it cannot automatically miss. You can actually hit it with Cataclysm and any other spell, because it only works on range attacks, I believe. But any hit that auto hits trumps it, basically.
So more trolls moving up in the zone.
Yep, more running.
Dynamic and
More
divergent.
trolling.
Yep, running with warders, surprise.
Now you had basically everything set up on equal sides of your objective, kind of symmetrical, opposite on both halves of the board, or did you skew one?
Calandra was far to my right,
Okay.
so the top of the
Aside from her, anything else?
not just pretty much symmetrical.
Yeah, this one is where you start setting up to consider going to the flag. And I think at the end of this round is when you ask about Amon and what his threat range is, and I'm like, it's 13 with a flail.
Because Calandra's going to move up to the edge of that forest there, and then the next turn I'm going to ask, like, wait a second, how far can Amon get to me?
13.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, what was your objective?
My objective was the Valor, Effigy of Valor, I believe, the knockdown.
That's stockpile.
Oh, stockpile. That's what
Stockpile
it was.
slash and stand up. FG Valor is fearless and cover.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not that.
I could have gone for Effigy of Valor just for the cover, but I went for
It's
the
a
Arcane.
solid reason.
It's a solid reason, but I went for Arcane Wonder just because he is so focus starved that even a single focus is worth it sometimes, especially on feat turn, to not have to pay the focus for synergy.
Wait. What?
Or to not, because he can pay one less focus for synergy on feat turn. He needs to spend his focus on feat turn, but if you do the whole, the dream is on feat turn, you get 6 awesome uses out of your focus and then you distribute it across your jacks. The reality on feat turn is you cast mobility, you walk up and maybe hit something, it either dies, it better die because you're going to die next turn if it doesn't. And then you're left with 2 or 3 focus on Amon, and you're just hoping that there's a convection target in range. This way, it's just I cast 1 for synergy, 2 for mobility. I hand out 3 focus back to my jack for the spells that I want, and then I still have my 3 initial focus allocated.
Are you not actually? Have you not cast synergy up to this point?
I think I have not, because I believe this is feat turn.
Gotcha. Okay. So John, that basically concludes your turn, and other than getting a whole lot of meat in the zone, did Calandra do anything? She probably cast.
She's Starcrossed.
Starcrossed.
What? I am
That's
shocked.
it'll matter in a
Starcrossed
second.
filled up the stone to max out the stone.
Yeah.
I believe that's
And is that an 11-inch range on the stone right now?
yes. Right now it's 11 inch, so it pretty much catches everything.
So what are the defensive stats on your various?
It's
lights?
trolls.
It's a troll.
Everything's
12.
And then armor on everything except for the slag troll, it's 18. Slag troll's 19. With
Warders
stone.
can be up to 21.
Yeah, warders are 19 with the stone,
And
21
scribes are
once
15.
damage.
Do these slag trolls do the additional dice against jacks in melee or just on the range?
Just on the range attacks.
Okay.
That's why they're in the back. I don't want to get them tangled up.
Gotcha. So Calandra looks like she's behind a forest and then behind a wall. Seems pretty safe this turn.
Oh, he's got that, what is that, a Reckoner up there? Is that
Yeah,
at the top?
Reckoner-
The Reckoner, I just don't want to take a Reckoner shot.
He
This
could have
phase.
gotten
Nobody does.
maybe a shot.
Yeah.
He had the 8-inch, the 7-inch walk to get around the corner, but shooting over a wall, that's a waste on feat turn.
Yeah.
But then I proceeded to waste this Dervish on feat turn because I had misread the card earlier when I was looking at Storm Troll, and I thought Storm Troll was models that in their activation get disrupted.
Oh,
It is models that hit.
Ah.
Yeah, you're going to see him do an attack, and then all of a sudden...
But it does. He has to get the synergy change going, and it's the other things that start to double one that get him, make him sad pandas.
Walk me through the order of operations on this turn, though. So Amon has
Amon
to go
goes first.
Okay.
Amon goes first. Mobility, synergy for 1 off.
And then does he,
Choir goes right.
Keep the rest
Actually,
of his-
Choir goes first because Choir always goes first.
back on Amon, does he keep the rest of his focus, or
No, he
does
spreads
try
it
and
out.
spend all of it?
He spreads it out because I know that this turn every single range model will be heavily engaged, and I will not have to worry about a range assassination on Amon.
And he,
Which is why I moved it about away.
Sure, he doesn't move from behind the wall.
No, this is the last turn where he tucks behind the wall. Devout's going at mat 8 to try and start the synergy chain outside of Starcross, way down here.
Is that outside Starcross?
Yes,
Yeah.
we checked.
We're checking it, right?
Yep.
Oh, no, we're checking the stone for
Stone,
armor.
Uh-huh.
that's 11 inches, and then she's way over there.
Yeah, he's well up.
And the thing is here, didn't have a focus. I didn't even bother to check if he was
Sure.
disrupted. Then the Dervish comes in. And the Dervish proceeds to be sad. Synergy chain up to 1.
Is everything in your army base 5 speed, except for Amon?
Adjudicator's base 4.
Okay. So we're looking at 6s and 7s for the...
Yeah. Yeah, the lowest threat I have is essentially 10.5. And that's on a model that has 2 side steps.
Now, are you planning on going with your Judicator after the...
Judicator is the
Dervish?
last thing.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Well, it was supposed to be. Storm Troll proved to be incredibly resilient, and my damage rolls proved to be kind of sucky. And Storm Troll lives longer than I'd hoped for. So Judicator has to sort of finish him off, I think.
I'm going to do another spoiler alert.
Yeah.
One of those storm trolls ends up living, I think, almost the entire game.
Yeah, the one in the back.
I believe the one in the back ends
The one in
up
the
living
back is
almost
like
the
the
entire
last
he
thing I
dies.
kill.
Yes.
At least it's not the one in the front.
No,
Yeah.
and the one in the back survives like 2 Judicator swings through like just 6/1/1s.
Yeah.
All right, so he hit you. He's like, haha, I get to do all my Dervish shenanigans. And then you say, but
The-
wait.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
I'm just
I
waiting for it.
sidestep him out of the
Just
way.
waiting for it. Wait for it.
It procs on damage, not on hit.
Just on hit.
Oh, really?
As long as it doesn't kill the
Once the
model
attack
with the
resolves.
hit.
It's like
Yeah.
Spiny Growth. Except for
Yeah, sorry, after damage.
So there, the focus drops in a second, and then I have to sidestep him out of the way so that I can make room if my Judicator does want to go in, or the Reckoner wants to come in.
I imagine he does.
They both do, but I do not believe they have tremendous success.
Okay, just gonna move up here.
But he got my synergy chain up to 2.
Sure. Now, do you have 2 initials?
On the Dervish, I chose to combo strike for the damage.
Yeah.
Understood, yeah.
Because I knew something was going to happen poorly after I allocated that focus. And so I figured I may as well.
I think you did pretty good. That storm troll there's almost dead. I think it doesn't take.
I
very
think
much.
though I forgot. I'm pretty sure I forgot to boost, and that's what made me sad. Is I forgot to boost damage, and then afterwards like, oh shit, I'm.
Yeah.
So the Reckoner is just advancing?
No, he's charging.
No, that Reckoner is just advancing. There's no point in the charge except for the -2
no,
defense.
he did charge. You charged.
Oh, did he? Oh, I just went for the extra damage, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you don't take damage from my gun. You just take the -2.
Yeah.
In fact, I think we just skip the gun. Yeah, we do. Because
There's no point.
it's not at this point. It's already not double ones.
Yeah.
And the
As you can
minus-
see, I filled up the 6, 2, 1 into the 3. He hit me very
Seems like a
hard.
good start.
Yeah, he hit.
So you're saying that there was no point to actually doing the assault shot.
Oh,
Would it not propagate the -2?
the -2 already doesn't matter. I'm already at not boss stars to
Yeah.
hit.
I mean, he just
Well,
two-shotted that
there
fire.
are- You're right. The dice didn't work out that way, but we're forgetting Peter's friend slash
Dice.
nemesis,
Dice.
Well Bad and Starcrossed.
Oh, and also, right here's where I say to myself, oh crap, you hit that storm troll twice and damaged him twice. I forgot about the whelps. I say that.
And I
actually-
proceed to, I
you
think,
say
miss the
that.
storm
I say
troll
that,
on my
and then I
attacks.
will say it probably 2 or 3 more times throughout this game.
There we go.
Good.
I ancillary to try and kill that storm troll that's really banged up.
Oh, wow.
I believe I proceed to. I hit the one in the back.
This was the Judicator spray.
Yeah. Ancillary attack. And rolled. That's
right.
not bad. That wasn't bad damage.
Yeah.
It must be the next one. Yeah, I see the
That's-
one.
That's
There's the one that misses.
Yep, because it was the tap.
Yep, the
awesome.
tap.
These dice are great tap.
Yep.
And what do you put? Is that just
That's a fire token, I believe.
Gotcha. And that's another vassal moving up to Oh, tell me your arcane.
No. I'm ancillary attacking again
Aw.
with the dervish.
That'd be much more exciting.
I hit with the dervish like a boss. Because at this point, the storm troll is almost dead.
Yeah.
The dervish needs to not flub his damage roll, and the dervish flubs his damage roll.
That seems.
No,
Oh,
that was a
it went
hit.
worse.
Rerolling
It
two
got
into
worse.
one, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
dervish does, and I leave him with, I believe, 3 life.
Yes, he had.
I needed a 5.
So what is your synergy chain at this point? 2?
3.
3. 3, yes. So had your plans changed at all from like the moment you started?
Yeah,
this
at this point, I'm like, the storm troll being alive screws up the Judicator's ability to go in. So I believe I just relegate him to being a ranged platform this turn and kind of give up the ghost of the amazing feat.
Well, let's assume that the Storm Troll is dead. How does that change things?
If the storm troll dies, the Judicator can actually move up a bit and actually melee kill the other storm troll and still only get charged by, at this point, 1, maybe 2 warders that are also going to be out. Instead, I have to go kill the other storm troll.
Okay, I was just going to ask you whether or not you remember
Yeah.
to do your range attacks or you swap to your melee, because melee seemed like it would be extreme overkill in this situation.
Yeah, he just.
But if I remember right, did I hit him?
Yeah.
Are we sure we're out of Starcrossed?
No, I believe he.
On this one, no, we are, because remember, Starcross came out to basically where the storm troll was.
Yeah.
I missed that measurement. But regardless, first Storm Troll's dead.
Yeah.
And this is still the initial spray?
The initial spray on the second storm troll.
Sure.
Decent damage. I'm okay with a 9 there. It's not doing huge damage, but it's still, it's doing something. Also, I think I forgot to set... Yeah, I totally forgot to set him on fire.
Yeah.
Slag troll.
Now, what were you hoping to do with your rockets this turn? I imagine the only thing they can reliably kill are probably the Creelstone guys.
The rockets, they're power 16s. I just pump them into the heavies. Because I do shoot one at the Creelstone to try and drift it over there. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to accidentally proc Battle Driven on the Wardens without having a plan for the next turn.
I think you do anyways.
No, I think I don't quite do it.
So you did battle with all your acquire?
Oh, there's another miss.
Yeah, he did battle this turn.
Okay.
Or no, that was just crappy damage.
Yeah, the rest of it was battle the entire game.
Okay.
Yeah, he shot at that slag and hit those 3.
I think I killed one stone scribe.
Or it drifted in between those 3.
And the AoE on your deviation is or the
3s.
power on your AoE deviation is a 9?
9.
So we continue to kind of bounce off the orders, or did you say this is where they actually get?
No, I think he's just bouncing.
I'm just bouncing off.
Everything's armor 19 right there.
Sure. Yeah. Orders start at 17, go to 19 with the stone, and then
once battle driven 21.
Sure.
And that slag troll's sitting at armor 19 with the stone.
What are we checking right now, Pete?
Line of sight to the stone scribe for my second rocket.
And you missed.
Yeah, well, I'm not as surprised with the rockets.
Missed with under Starcross. That is a shocker.
Yeah.
At least I rolled a 2, I think. This is where I kill I kill the one guy.
So, John, was basically everything going exactly as you expected up to this point? No.
Yeah,
that storm troll out there.
I expected to lose actually probably all 3 of the 2 storms and the pyre trolls. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I got a storm troll still alive. Mm-hmm. Pyre trolls, other ones dead.
Sure. So on your next turn, are you looking to get the slag trolls in melee, or are you going to have them shoot?
Oh no, they're shooting.
Just because they're shooting.
They're way better
than
than shooting.
Powerful,
yeah, because I get two shots, and both shots can be fully boosted for 4 days at POW 12s.
Or he gets 5 attacks at POW 13, but on average, it's like 1 damage a hit, and he's much more likely to spike higher on the range.
So you're looking for 11s to deal 1 point to the warders with your deviations.
Yeah, I'm looking to not do that.
Well, yes.
I think you did do 1 because I put my counter
it's
out
entirely
there.
possible.
You did the 1 on the leader there, right behind that middle slag troll that just got charged.
On this slag troll.
So this is actually second player's second turn. Were you thinking about scenario at all at this point, maybe killing the objective, or do you just want to start working on attrition?
Didn't have a good angle with anything but the Judicator on the objective without just getting countercharged to hell. So I was just trying to take out the beasts in this list, because when the beasts go down, this list gets a lot more manageable.
Sure.
But I think I do decent damage, but I don't... Oh, one of those missed. I think that's what happened. Shit. But either way, so I've hit with my gun. I hit with charge attack for good damage there, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I leave him alive, and I'm out of my ancillaries.
Yeah, because you didn't have anything on...
No, I didn't have anything up there.
Focus on him.
I had 1.
On that note, I actually wanted to ask you, in hindsight, do you think that you would rather run with Fuel as opposed to Arcane Wonder?
I thought about it. It's normally not an issue, because normally I'm walking up. It became a bit of an issue just because of the forest being there.
Sure, and hindsight in 2020. I don't just mean for this game. I mean, in general. Do you think you'd stick with Arcane Wonder, or would you prefer Fuel?
I like Arcane Wonder, just because there's some scenarios where the objective is so far behind and Amon Alpha is so hard.
Sure.
So we're passing back to me, and
back to me, or back to you rather.
Yeah, right now I'm going. Okay, I need to pop feet this turn.
Was that as bad as you had thought?
No, that was great.
That went much better.
I got 3 slag trolls alive and a storm troll alive. Yeah. Still, I'm with.
I have killed 3 less beasts than I had planned on.
Really?
So Dervish
walk us through your best case scenario.
Best case scenario is Dervish does 2 hits, sidesteps out, kills or cripples the storm troll to the point where the reckoner that charged in can just walk up and hit the slag troll he's in front of, and then Judicator walks to where the Dervish wound up due to disruption, and pounds out probably the storm troll and a slag troll pretty easily. Then the last reckoner, the painted reckoner, not the one that killed the Pirate Troll, then charges or walks into the other Slag Troll and cripples or kills it.
And I believe this is where we're discussing Amon's threat range and whether or not
Yeah, this is where you're
tried to get to that flag,
Yes.
and I decided against it.
Seemed bad plan.
Seemed like not a good idea.
It's like, is that flag 13 inches away from that wall?
So he's got the distance, but what is Amon's personal
With
dangers?
synergy?
That's fair.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forgot about that little.
Not something I wanted to deal with.
Yeah,
Probably
at this
not.
point, with synergy, Amon would be a Mat 13, Power 19. With the ability to knock down.
So what were you hoping to get done this turn, John?
We'll have
I'm
product
hoping
placement.
to. I know I'm not going to be able to take out that Judicator this round. Possibly take out both Reckoners and one of the lights, because I got a couple slags. I got all those warders hanging out back there. I can move the slags out of the way to clear some room. Just hoping to try to take out as much of his beef that I can.
Works out pretty well.
Yeah,
Sneak peek. It happens.
I'm
decent
popping
amount.
Calandra feet turn here, Calandra feet, and she does very
Her
well.
feat does actually almost nothing.
Yeah,
I think there's like 2 rerolls.
yeah. There's not very many. Actually my dice pick up here, and I don't really make that big of a use of her feet.
You know what would make more use of her feet? The delicious taste of Diet Coke.
Oh, we already discussed that. You showed your keys to.
It's a zesty drink. I'm doing it again. We will get sponsored, goddammit.
By Diet Coke, that would be a huge get for the War Machine community. I'm just saying, Discount Games has nothing on Diet Coke.
I mean, if they sent me a second Scion, I'd be happy with that too.
Well, let's not get crazy.
I'm just saying, it's the finest car Toyota's made.
That is a strong statement. So, we've got
Well, it doesn't
battle-driven-
kill you like the Corolla.
We have battle driven on one of the 2 warrior units, and which one is that? Is that the?
It's the
the
ones
top
on the
one.
cork. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have Pathfinder plus 2 strength and armor. What can they see at this point? Can they all see the Reckoner?
Oh yeah, they can see. They got Pathfinder. We're gonna check that in a minute to see. Okay, can we see that Reckoner in the forest with like 2 of them?
Yeah, I can't see any of them having struggled with the other 3-inch LS.
Yeah,
One guy
I
has
believe
it and the
one
others
guy
don't.
gets them and the rest of them don't, which is fine because I only wanted one guy in there to do.
If I remember, I think that's one of like the 6-5, 5-6 rolls too.
Yeah.
It was-
Oh no, it's the one that
it made him unhappy.
that becomes the bane of your.
I can't recall if it's him or if it's the painted guy that took like the 2 huge hits.
Gotcha.
I think the painted guy got 2 shots.
Yeah, he gets hit pretty hard.
Well, you definitely took your time considering your options. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
It's been a few minutes and you haven't moved them all yet.
Yeah,
so-
no, I when I come across this kind of stuff, I'm like, okay, let me just
Sure.
sit here, think, because if it's going to be a big turn, might as well take your time and
Right.
then work the clock later.
So Calandra actually doesn't move. She pops her feet. She presumably casts Star-Crossed.
Star-crossed.
Anything else?
I held on to some. I believe I held on to some Furies just to get the rerolls if I need.
Sure.
If I have really extraordinary bad dice rolls,
That's a good start.
that's a good hit.
A hot start.
And then here's an amazing dice roll here.
Is it this one?
Yeah, this one is.
Oh, it's a slag troll. Oh, maybe.
What are we shooting right now?
I am shooting.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
That is a 664. 6664.
yeah.
To the 5, it looks like.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is on the what? The
5.
Devout, the Shield Guard? Or what is that?
Yeah, the shield guard eats that one and it
Yeah.
almost gets crippled.
Oh yeah, it was on the Judicator.
On the Judicator.
So
and he took
what is the power on the Slag Troll's ranged attack?
12.
And their melee fists are
13s.
With
Huh.
the stones, they would be 14s.
Yeah, it's still
And I
always better to shoot.
and you know
Yeah.
me, how I play my trolls. I forget to activate the stone in the right order.
That's true. The stone is not
Well,
currently active.
Yes. For when I get into melee.
so that was
It's-
another hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need to reroll the 1. This is on the Judicator. I think this one's pretty good, but not as. Oh,
I
no,
rerolled
no,
the
I
twos.
remember this sucks. Oh, yeah, okay.
So
10 damage.
to the 5. It's I'm
And
okay
that
with
was,
that.
And that was on the Judicator?
That was
Yeah,
on the
dice off
Judicator.
7, 10
Interesting.
damage.
So previously when we were talking a minute ago, you said that you were not going to try and, take the Judicator down. You were going to focus on the Reckoners. Was that something you weren't thinking of at this point, or were you just trying to just put some damage on it? Just
At
for
this
the sake of
point,
doing damage?
I wasn't thinking. I forgot about that. I was like, okay, I don't know.
Well, no, it's very simple. The Judicator is concealed and in melee. And even with his feet up, he can potentially cripple his own guy. Or that's the Judicator, the Reckoner. The Reckoner is a defense 16 against shooting right now.
What is the plastic Reckoner engaged with?
Nothing, but
Nothing.
he doesn't. He'd have to move, I think, to get
Gotcha.
there because he's only range 8,
Yeah. So right now we're checking line of sight to see if that one warder
and that one
Can
mortar winds up
see.
having it. Yeah.
and barely. I'm talking about a millimeter.
Very.
Hence we got
So
the
it was
we got
there.
the laser out. We got the 3-inch
double
measuring
checking.
tool, and he got it. And he's...
So how many warders are going into that Reckoner then?
Just the
I
one.
believe just the one. Then I think 2 go into the other Reckoner.
And this is the battle-driven unit?
Yes.
So they're POW 14 Weapon Masters?
POW, they're
13,
normally,
no stone.
they're normally
hasn't
POW
gone.
10s.
POW 12.
They
The
go to
stone
POW
hasn't gone.
12
Sure.
with battle driven, and I forgot the stone, so they would have been POW 13.
If I remember right, it does not matter.
Yeah, so 2 of them get
Two
on.
can get in.
Those did not look like
maybe-
full charges to me.
One
No.
was not a full charge. One is totally a full charge.
Just put that guy wherever, John. Don't worry about it.
He ran. I was
Well,
trying to
I-
get the charge. I don't know, man.
And I think so. He's got one full charge and like 1 or 2 not charges, and he's just running in. I think.
yeah, he's running.
He's clearly running.
He's
But
running
I'm
around to the
pretty
backside
sure
of that
His
Reckoner.
unit paced that Reckoner.
Yeah,
I
The-
think
the
he-
painted Reckoner?
yes.
Yeah, he goes down in like 2 or 3
So
hits.
off-
He gets blown up.
One charge.
Yeah.
And
Let's see. Let's see if the dice
I
magic.
think the
is
Slag
that.
Troll finishes him off.
He might. I think he might take me down to like just having movement left, so it hits even without the.
There's a hit. Don't even need to reroll.
you're
Dice off
10
7.
with your concealment. Your
I'm
bonus?
effectively a 12.
Gotcha.
So I still just need a 5.
I couldn't remember if
Yeah.
you were 10 or 11 base.
Shaking.
Oh,
there! What is going on?
66655.
So, for those of you who are not in our local meta, which is presumably the majority of you, Johnny B over here has a penchant for rolling terribly, which is actually why Calandra is his favorite caster, because he rolls marginally less terribly most of the time.
Yeah.
Apparently, this game. Okay, there's 1 and 2.
But
This
no,
game.
No, it's a 1 and a
was
4,
the-
so it's...
Well,
No, it was 1 and 2, but you rolled to hit.
Oh, yeah.
this is the game where his dice
Oh,
decide
God.
to say.
Oh, hey.
That's still decent. That's still
That's
9
9
damage
damage on
rolls.
dice off 7. Yeah, so he is currently taking 27 damage.
Yeah. Off of 2
Off of
warders.
2. One's not a charge.
Yeah.
Seems average.
Oh, so maybe I did get the 3rd one in there. That was a
Are we
non-charge.
sure that wound counter is not on the? I guess it would.
No, it was on the warder. I just forgot to move
Okay,
it.
gotcha.
So I
That
did get a
does-
3rd one onto that Reckoner,
Gotcha.
and I forgot to charge. I think we're checking melee range. Oh no, it's moving the Slag Troll now. Oh no, checking melee range.
And just out.
Yeah. And put
So
the
you're right, you
Slag
got
Troll
2
back.
charges and 1 non-charge. The non-charge did like 3 damage.
Yeah.
And I think that Reckoner's sitting on about 2 or 3 health.
Yeah, he's not
He
very
got
much.
beat to hell.
Now that Slag Troll's
That's why I
going.
was like, hey,
He's gonna move over there.
if I was damaged, I would heal from eating you.
What does the Slag Troll Animus do?
+2.
Actually,
Damage.
no. I think that Slag Troll is damaged, and I forgot to heal him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Slag Troll's Animus gives +2 damage and
Crit corrosion.
crit corrosion.
It's like exactly the same as the Pyre Trolls, but corrosion.
Which at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna swing at him. POW 12s, -7.
You were in
Shredder
melee.
feet turn.
Well, you were in melee, you couldn't shoot.
Oh no, I could put his Animus up on his for melee.
Oh,
take
it's
me
the
up
way
to
you
POW.
did Oh, yeah.
Take me up to POW 14, but
Well, you got feet up, you're fine.
and you didn't have much left.
No, and
I'm gonna reroll those ones and
reroll
twos.
those.
That's
better.
much better.
And then I think, do you boost? Yeah, I think you boost here.
Yeah.
I think this kills him. Reroll that 1. Yeah,
There it
that'll do
goes.
it.
Oh man, my dice were astounding.
We have video evidence now.
I know.
Yes, and I think.
Oh no, it's so.
No, I think I'm leaving to pick. Oh, maybe he has 1 health left.
Yeah,
I'm getting
he
ready
had-
to go pick up a wreck marker. Yeah, there we go.
Oh jeez.
Wait,
It's-
what just?
It was cocked, and then it was a 1, then he rerolled it.
Yeah, it was cocked. It was cocked on the base of the.
Oh, that's because the other attack was on the other Reckoner. That's why he's not dead. The
Gotcha,
the
yes,
other
the
one
last-
is
the
charged.
last one.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why that Reckoner's
that's
still
right.
alive. It's because he didn't eat that big 3rd damage roll the other
Sure,
Reckoner
yeah.
did.
I am having trouble seeing how the rest of your warders are going to get to that side.
Maybe
of the
that
board.
Slag Troll. Oh,
they
the
don't
Slag
this
Troll
turn.
didn't kill that Reckoner. I guess that's.
No, it's the Storm Troll that I left with like 2 life.
Yeah. No, that one's still pretty good shape.
Oh, you're right. It's the other one. I've already killed that one. I leave him with 2 life after the sweep.
You'll
and
leave
miss
him. You'll leave him at 2 life later on.
Yeah. No, 1 life. It's 1 life because you have to heal him for 2. God damn it.
So the Storm Troll moves up to
Hit the Reckoner.
damage Reckoner.
Super damage Reckoner. At this
And
point,
we're boosted.
yeah, I think he's literally down to 2 or 3 life.
Surprise, surprise for anybody
That
that
should
anybody
kill
that's
him.
ever seen me in Vegas play my trolls. They are all going to be running extremely hot.
Yeah, that because I can see my massive looming shadow.
Looking for a
Leave
red
the
marker.
table and find a wreck marker.
So John keeps going. He's buying an attack on the
The Shadow of the Colossus.
The dervish.
The dervish.
Miss.
Rerolls that 1.
So,
Rerolls 1 into a
Nope,
1.
pulling a Fury off of Calandra.
Oh, man.
And that hits.
I think Calandra is definitely... She's respected, but I think in at least the larger national meta, the consciousness of the larger national meta, she's still undervalued. I think there are a few people that really see her as a legitimate threat.
Her theme force is coming into its own. I think the problem a lot of people have is time management becomes...
Yeah.
She eats a lot of clock.
That is a good point.
Which means I've gone through about 10 minutes maybe now?
You had almost a 20... You're going to wind up with an almost 20-minute turn.
Yeah, and I'm okay with
that.
that.
15. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I expect that on feet turn. I'm making a lot of rerolls. I'm making sure I get things right.
Oh, it's not... at least
It was a
only
1 into a
3.
2. Yeah.
Cool.
So how healthy is that Dervish at this point?
The Stormfell didn't do much damage.
Yeah, he did do.
The Stormfell did, I think, like 4,
Now we're moving,
maybe 5.
Moving up the other slag troll.
Are all the lights Pouch Wolves?
Yeah, they're all POW 12s except for the
Slag.
slags are POW 13s.
Gotcha, okay.
The range attacks are all POW 12s.
All the elemental lights except for the slag.
He's also 1 point more. He's
one
one
mat
mat,
higher.
1 rat higher than the other ones. 1 armor higher.
So, John, at this point, were you thinking at all about the turn ahead, or were you just focused on getting rid of what was right in front of you?
Getting rid of what's in front of me. I knew that Judicator was going to come in, but it can only do so much. You know, it can only do so much to me per turn.
At this point, I'm super happy because there's a huge clump of wounded models and just enough space to put a nice big Judicator base in there.
It does look like a pretty good sweep.
And then it goes, well, we're about to see, I think. I think John's turn is just...
No, I still got this other unit orders. They go into
and the stones. You still have the stones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I still haven't activated the stones. That's right.
Oh, this is where the beginning of the Devout never making a defensive strike happens. I'm like,
No,
No, I don't hit. Nope.
Yep. No, that's right. The 4.
He rolls 4 like 3 times.
Does it survive?
Devout survives the whole game.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Devout, like, eventually he finally kills a warder.
And that warder.
That one looks short, yeah.
That's what she said.
I kind of expected it.
It felt longer.
Yeah.
John told me.
It's fine to get one warder in there, then I'm gonna back it up. But, 4 more just hanging out back there, ready to go.
Sometimes you just gotta back that ass up.
I don't want to.
That is a lie.
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
Well, look at that. I forgot I put the CPs in here. I love our silly.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, that's right. The one slag
objective
troll
has died.
That one slag troll murdered the objective,
And instead of going after a concealed
yeah.
melee reckoner, he went after the
Good
objective.
job on catching that, guys.
Well, someone put a fancy CP point in there.
What did we just check there? I saw a benchmark from Calandra to order for a reroll.
Must be.
probably on that warder. Yeah, she's still pretty far.
That
away
warder's
from
trying to
everything.
crack the door. Oh god, I remember this being pretty bad.
Yeah,
That sucks a little bit. Oh yeah, 11 damage to a weapon arm.
That was oof. Oh,
Yep,
that kills him.
That's him.
Because
So this was not the dervish you were talking about that survived the whole game.
No,
clearly.
it's the painted dervish. Ironically, my painted models all survive.
Where's
Literally everything that has a paint job is alive at the end of this game.
no, the one reckoner. I killed the painter
Well,
reckoner.
he's not quite done.
Oh.
Do you mean the devout?
Oh yeah.
No. There's also
there's another
You can't see the
dervish behind.
He's
the
hidden
Judicator.
behind the giant missile pods of the Judicator. There's a dervish. See that thing towing in the zone?
Sure.
That's a dervish.
Gotcha. Okay.
That base is overlapped onto the blue.
Hey, look! Final activation of the turn.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think Janice is still the final one, but
That's right.
Well, she
Yes.
needs that +1 strength.
yeah. Well,
She tries to attack.
I don't want to
It's pretty
talk
funny.
about my terrible activations. Okay, I just leave it.
All right. So we're not shipping the clock yet.
I'm looking at something.
He's learning how to read in real time. Rosetta Stone for English.
Jordan LaForge be proud.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now we're on Pete's turn.
But the guy that played Instant Broccoli would fucking hate you. I don't know why, he just would.
I hope at least one person gets that reference.
Fucking
You better
Help.
get that reference.
modernized StarCraft's Hollow Suite protocols. Like a badass. Even though his nickname was Broccoli, which is a terrible vegetable full of sulfur.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Listen,
Oh man.
I may have watched an episode of Voyager last night.
Oh, there you go.
It's entirely possible. You know what kept me up?
What are you
The
rolling
smooth,
for?
delicious, zesty taste of Diet Coke.
Oh, your own fires and corrosion.
Yeah, we remembered fire and corrosion.
I put all sorts of stuff out on you at the turn.
Yeah.
Or you put all that sorts of stuff onto yourself by hitting me.
Yes.
By crushing me.
So, Judicator's probably going to go for a sweep.
Judicator sees this and is like, there's 8 things I can kill.
What's its strength, by the way?
17, I believe.
And his battle damage rolls?
Yes.
Yes. Him and battles damage rolls, and synergy is damage rolls for melee.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah, it's legit.
So acquire, activate, move up, presumably
Battle.
sing for battle.
I tried to stop, but it was too legit, and it simply refused.
I believe that one is out. Oh, no, it's going to be... Yeah, they all had battle this time.
Yeah, you killed the one guy that was going to be out.
Yeah.
I think Dervish goes in to try and finally take out one of those slag trolls, or damage him enough for the sweep. In fact, I know he does, because I'm thinking now how I want to position him so I can get my Judicator in there.
So question to both of you guys, and I'll go with Pete first. At this point, is this just purely a knockdown, drag-out attrition war? Was there anything going through your mind other than kill as many boxes as possible?
At this point, when there's a Judicator in the zone, and then there's a bunch of wounds in the zone, you can't really go for a scenario. Especially because Amon is ghosting that zone, to where if she touches that zone, Amon's got a really good chance of going in on her.
And even if Amon wants to try to go after that flag over there...
No, it seems like you guys
Calandra can actually, she can...
Calandra's no slouch. She can knock you down and...
She, as we find out later, she's a humongous slouch.
Yeah.
She's very slouchy. She has terrible posture.
She's got that butter knife.
She almost damaged a Reckoner.
Almost.
She came very close to doing a point.
Well,
It's got Mercy Killer, but it's like Kyle 8 or 9 or something.
That sounds super threatening.
She's also Mat 5.
Is Mercy Killer, what is that?
Additional
dice on damage. It's the same thing that Slaughterhousers have, essentially.
They have it's the same ability with a different name?
Yes. No. It's the almost exact same ability with a different name. That happens sometimes. Because she should just have finish, or she might. Does she just have finish? No, the weapon is called Mercy Killer.
Yeah, on Salt.
No, it's called Salt.
No, it's Salt. Right?
Salt.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's the same fucking rule essentially.
No, but if it's on a weapon, I think
someone's gonna leave us
Killer.
an angry YouTube comment. We're like, well, clearly there's a word.
Oh yeah,
there's an and not an or.
There's gonna be plenty of those, I'm sure.
Listen, YouTube commentators, our mobile devices are all the way over there on the other side of the table. So if we were to, John's
or the one in my pocket.
Yeah, there's literally one in my pocket.
John's getting feisty.
It's too far.
Well, that was short-lived.
My pocket is all the way down by my knees.
You guys have done a pretty good job of canceling each other out as far as doing anything other than hitting with fists to the face.
I'm okay with I'm a little sad that I didn't do enough death next turn, but I'm like, okay, this has set me up for a very nice turn this turn, and it does not quite go as planned. Dervish goes in like a boss.
So between the two of you, do you feel like you're behind on attrition at this point?
No, I feel like I'm going to make it all up this turn and more.
At this moment, though, do you feel like John has the edge, but it's kind of about
no,
to
at this very moment, before I go with Adjudicator, I'm like, that's good, it's all clumped, Adjudicator's going to go to town.
Okay.
Adjudicator's going to wipe like 6-7 things off the board. It's a kind of crappy down, but not the worst.
I got Starcrossed. No shit.
And this was the other Dervish?
This is the other Dervish. He's now sidestepping.
Charging into
make a little
slide
space.
trolls.
He's now corroded.
Has Amon activated?
Amon is activated and cast mobility.
Sure.
Yeah, in fact, and I moved him a little bit closer to the flag in case he was getting ideas.
Where is he right now?
He is behind the rocket pod.
So we can't see him?
Cannot currently. He's also close. If I somehow manage to clear the zone, he's close enough to tow in, and there's everything so jammed up, I'm not too worried about him currently.
Yeah, at this point, the range I have is not even an option. It's
so you probably felt pretty good about your previous turn, though, I imagine.
Yeah, I was fine with it. Got into the zone. I know he's not gonna. There's no way he's gonna be able to clear out that zone.
No, not the whole thing.
I got stones. I got Janissa way back there. I got warders.
Synergy chains up to 3.
Couple beasts. He's not getting it. He's not taking that zone from or killing the objective this turn.
So John, you've played this list a couple times, but this is not really one of your staples.
Devout killed his first guy.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not my staple Calandra list at all.
You generally prefer an out-of-theme Calandra.
Yeah.
Do you have enough experience to kind of have a gauge for how this list does in the long game? Is there like a drop-off, or does it get stronger as the game progresses?
My problem, I believe, is I play extremely aggressive. Maybe sometimes too aggressive when I shouldn't be. Mm-hmm. And I could go for an attrition game in this one, and I just think I like to have fun. I like to kill stuff. I like to murder.
I'd like to point out that the Reckoner just hit, and I said he missed. I rolled a 2. Well, I rolled a 6 and a 2, and I pulled the 6, and the 2 hits.
Oh no, you did damage.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and I rolled a 1 on
crippled.
damage. That's
His
right.
weapon is crippled.
I know, but I rolled a 6 and
Yeah.
So I remembered to hit. Never mind. And I just rolled a 1 for damage,
Yeah.
which is Synergy chains at 3 now.
No,
it's
it's a great list. I love it. I wish I played it more.
So here comes the power 22 sweeps. Angling them, just so that I get the just don't clip the dervish and should clip. I think it's 4 or 5 models.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. Counting which ones you hit.
Power attack sweep.
And what is your mat at this point?
Mat is 11. 9 not double ones. That is an obstacle that I will have some trouble overcoming shortly.
Has the unpainted? Did we just see the unpainted Reckoner activate? That was one of the.
Yeah, he just turned around and hit.
He had a crippled arm.
Oh no, that hits.
Has the devout has the devout gone yet?
Yeah, devout went up, swung at
Devout
one
killed
of
the
the
warder.
warders.
Okay. So basically, this is your last meaningful activation outside of the vassals.
Correct.
So we hit, and then your dice plus.
Okay, damage. I forget what I'm hitting. I'm power 22.
You're hitting the slag drum.
I'm at least dice plus 3. Hits. Thank God. 2, 2, 5.
Well, I imagine.
Oh look, I remembered it well finally.
Yeah, but I think it's because I killed the slag troll. I think.
And now you're. Oh no, that was a
there
miss.
we go.
That was
There's
a
a
miss.
4-1-1. That's another sad miss.
So you need not snakes to hit.
I need not snakes.
Yeah, that was on the storm troll.
That one hits on the warder in the back, I do believe.
And terrible damage.
It's enough to tough.
Yeah,
Was it?
your dice
Plus
you're
3.
23. You said.
Oh no, it's not.
No, it wasn't because they were at armor 21 at that point.
Oh, that was only dice.
You
I
left
left
him
him with
with
1. That's right. I remember, and I think I leave the storm troll with 1.
No, the storm trolls.
Nope, storm troll I just flat out missed.
Yeah, there's another 6-1-1
6-1-1
right there. I'm enjoying this right
And then
now.
I buy
During
attack.
this game,
Yeah,
I'm
this
enjoying the hell out of
Seems
this.
very therapeutic for you, John.
I hit.
Yeah.
Yay. But I think I don't do great damage. Or if I do, I leave him with like 2
Yeah,
or 1.
I think that one's on another warder. Oh no, it's on a beast.
Oh no, I blow
Oh.
it up.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's the one that your dervish.
Oh, that's the
Charged
other
in
side.
on,
I went
yeah.
the opposite direction. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right, because I bought attack on the wounded slag troll.
So you did a power attack, and then you boosted your 2 hit rolls or your damage rolls there, because you have no focus at this point.
I had a power attack, and I bought an attack after my power attack
Gotcha.
missed 2 things. And
Well,
killed the slag
at this point, you killed 2 slag trolls. So all I have left is a slag and a storm troll.
We're on John's time
mechanic.
now.
I like to find out the mechanic walks up and does not heal the Judicator at all.
I think I was checking something. I was looking at something.
Okay,
I don't remember.
Because I was going to say I don't believe that either of the vassals have gone.
Oh no, yeah, no, we went to my time.
I think the first vassal, one vassal is, I believe, dead.
Yeah,
The other, oh no, he's back there.
Yep.
I think one vassal went and ancillaried to get the synergy chain started on something.
Okay.
And the other vassal, the one in the back, I can't remember what he did. Oh, he ancillaried the Judicator for a spray to weaken them up before he went in.
Gotcha.
It's like the first thing he did. Oh, Judicator. You tried.
hey, like I said, all I got left is a storm troll and a slag troll.
The
and
Judicator
that's-
has like 7 damage on him right now, and it's going to be very important that I forgot to heal him shortly.
that you forgot to repair. That's right.
Yep.
You moved up the mechanic and you forgot to repair.
Yep.
So you pulled a whelp. Did the storm troll eat the whelp?
Yes.
Yes, because he was over on
I was super hot on Fury. I think Calandra still had 2, and I had 6 out there still.
Do they heal as well, or do they just get Fury?
They can heal during the beast activation. If the whelp's within 1 inch of it, it can eat it to heal, I believe, D3.
Whelp. Each whelp only gives you 1 effect.
But that is not what happens during your maintenance.
No, during maintenance phase, you can remove a whelp to remove any number of Fury off of the model. Which I just removed 1, took the 5 that was left over,
Right.
take Calandra up to her 7.
So John's back in the tank. What are you thinking at this point?
There's a big ass Judicator there that is just gonna keep murdering my stuff.
And you probably want to get rid of it, is my guess?
Yeah. So this time I believe I do activate the stones first.
Mm-hmm.
To give those, because he's damaged both units of warders, so warders going in are PAL 13.
What do you have left in the way of beasts at this point?
Just that slag troll and that storm troll.
That storm troll
And I
was
believe
currently
it's-
on 1 health.
Storm troll's like on 1 or 2 health, and I end up healing it for 2.
And on Pete's side, you have a pretty bunged up record, or at least its weapon arm is damaged.
Yeah, at this point, he's taken like 11 damage, and it's all been to the 5 and 6.
Okay.
The dervish is pretty fresh.
Oh, the stone charges that dervish.
I remember that.
One of the Creel Stone unit charges the dervish.
I always lose that dervish in this
misses.
swirling melee. Where's it at right now?
He's right next to that little white stone scribe chronicle at the top.
Okay, I've got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a dervish. How's the devout looking?
The devout actually is fine.
Okay.
He's
He
taken
took-
like 6 or 7 damage.
But
No, he
it-
took that one huge roll, but it went to like the 4.
Yeah,
It went to somewhere where it wasn't
Okay.
very important.
So to recap, we have a reckoner with an arm out, a fairly decent dervish and devout, and an adjudicator with a all important 7 damage that has been taken so
I
far.
believe it's about 10.
Oh,
7 to 10. It's not
No,
very much. It's not.
It's 7 because the 10 was the one the devout took.
Yeah.
And he took 7. There was still like a 16 on dice off.
Either way, not much.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we can see where Amon is standing. He's actually out from behind the cover, presumably because John doesn't have any relevant shooting remaining.
Right. He would have to kill the warden or to kill the adjudicators with the wardens to free up a storm troll to get shots, which seemed unlikely at the time. And then the slag troll would have to get engaged by either the adjudicator or the devout to get in range.
And once again, I'm just taking time, looking over the board, looking over the table, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I believe I took probably about 2 minutes just trying to figure out. After I activated the stones, charged in, I'm just thinking.
How will I murder that giant proxy base?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes taking a quick half minute to a minute to kind of just gather your senses and figure out your plan of attack is advisable. But this is actually the second turn in a row that you've taken more than a few minutes to kind of think out your turn. And I'm going to chalk that up to your lack of familiarity with the list as much as anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, I was at a baseball game all day and I was a little drunk.
Well, I mean...
we're
we're not using the D word.
Sorry.
Not that we are...
He was. That's true. He was a little dick.
I was a little dick.
Little dick.
As per usual.
Wait a second.
You were a big dick.
Well...
Said
All right.
were, not have.
Moving on. So the Storm Troll activate, is this the totally damaged 1 life Storm Troll?
Yeah, I believe I already activated
went, 'cause
Calandra.
she's on 2.
Okay.
She's just hanging out over there. Just activated Calandra, star-crossed, healed.
Gotcha.
I think that was most of her
Okay.
fury.
So Storm Troll's dice off 7.
Yeah. No. He's armor, 19 on your adjudicator?
Yeah, dice off
So
six.
I'm
off 6?
dice off 6 now because
Okay.
I activated the stones
Yeah,
first.
Sure.
Surprise.
Gotcha.
So what are your overall impressions of the Theme Force? How does it compare to your normal Calandra list?
I like it a lot. I've wanted to get more games in with it. I'm so familiar with that other one that it's auto play for me for the most part, and this one's great. I love it. I think it's a lot of fun to play, and I can see where it has its very strong
Sure.
matchups. And
So Pete, for you in 2015.
actually re-roll that damage roll for some reason.
Oh,
not
well,
Calandra.
I mean, it was-
You
4-4-1-1.
go
Yeah.
reroll crazy here in a second.
Yeah.
You just start rerolling like mad.
How much fury did Calandra have at this point?
3 or 2.
I mean, she's still behind a forest. She's
Yeah.
probably pretty darn safe.
Yeah.
In 2015, does Amon have a place in any format competitively?
He's always good at low mingled metal, just for the alpha. But his issue still is there is because Colossals have gotten so good in that format, in the low point format, and because there's so many good shooty Colossals like Galleon and Earthbreaker and
Sure.
Stormwall, even to a degree the Mammoth scares him because he can get killed by blast damage.
And
He suffers a bit. He's
You're-
sort of waiting for an epic incarnation.
here I am. I believe I shoot the adjudicator at that slag troll.
Yeah, I
I
think
just
you do.
stand still, aim, and shoot the
The
adjudicator.
primed white one that is just south of the zone?
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
just metal.
because he's just outside
just-
of the Devout's reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, why not?
Oh, and these guys go charging in.
And now these, PAL 13 Weapon Master Warders.
Including that one jerk, that's one
So
life
do you have a
left.
sense for how damaged the Adjudicator is at this point?
I don't think he's hit it again yet.
Oh, I thought they stuck.
No, the slag troll did 2 shots at him that did
Oh, the slag troll did,
decent damage.
I thought he had not activated yet.
Yeah.
So we have looks like 3 warders charging in. Were those all complete charges?
Those 3 were. There's another one back up by the Reckoner. There's 2 up by the Reckoner in that unit.
Gotcha.
That the one I think just walked in, or he was already there, so he's just a normal swing.
How many warders have you lost at this point?
Just 1 in that bottom unit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I
You
think
kill
you've...
my-
Yeah, you've only lost 1.
If I have some way to get Fury every turn with like 1 or 2 beasts, I'm okay, because those warders, they come in and they clean house.
We're re-rolling. Re-rolling some double 1s.
Yeah.
6 will work.
And
Something I think we can all stand to remember is
There we
that-
go.
Ooh, there's a 4, 5, 6.
That's pretty legit. When we're on video, if we can always make a note to kind of have our relevant resource stacks off to the side.
yeah.
I'm just gonna replace it all as Kansas deck.
Yeah, that one is just
That's
behind.
a pretty good. That's a pretty good bet.
I got Moses behind Calandra. Oh, and I believe I also forget to activate Moses first half this
I think
game
he did
as well.
that.
This is literally the first time I think you mentioned him.
Yeah.
Because you're out of focus for
screw up.
there.
Now, aside from giving the -1 cost reduction, what does he do for the color list?
He can always cast one of her spells that cost 3 or less for free.
How often do you find sure that is what he can do on paper?
I usually do it once per game. She's got the
I hope
knockdown.
I hope you do, because only once per game.
No, that's right. But she's got the knockdown spell.
The exaltation is really good because she, for a 7 Fury caster, she is incredibly Fury star.
I'm just wondering how often his free spell cast becomes relevant for you.
Not that much. I just use it sometimes when I'm when I forget to activate him before her.
Sure. So the warders have charged in. They seem to have had
They did a lot of damage.
fairly average rolls, except for
the one miss. He had a double 1 in there that he couldn't reroll.
Or that I didn't because I.
Does that
I
mean
think this unit of warders are the ones.
Yeah,
that just
he's actually got. We were checking now, and he's actually got the charge in onto the adjudicator.
what I cannot see that from this angle. That looks.
We measured.
The adjudicator's touching the base of the warder in front of him.
Sure.
So by default, and he's touching that warder's base, so by default, he has to have it on a medium base.
Yeah, and then that one got the charge onto the adjudicator while staying in the devout's melee range.
Yes.
Wow.
And this is
Okay,
gonna be the
no.
devout's 4. Here comes
That one I
comes the
just
4.
see. That one,
Boom, another 4 misses.
Yeah,
Amazing.
the defensive strike didn't matter this game. And I wasn't too worried about it on warders anyways.
It's
All right, so we're back on the adjudicator.
back on the adjudicator, first charge.
And that's a pretty
That's
decent roll.
pretty good.
That's 10 to the 3.
10 to 3.
They're 13s.
Yeah.
13s right now.
And I
So-
think at this point, I'm
That
really
kills.
low on
I
life.
believe that one kills it because I took the corrosion token off.
Oh,
of
it did. Yeah, that one.
So
hit.
that other warder that charged didn't even get his charge attack, and then I miss on the devout.
Yeah.
So how many fury points does Calandra have left at this point?
Calandra's probably got 1. I never keep her at
Sure.
0. And with only 2 beasts out there,
Yeah.
I think I filled up both beasts.
I was just going to ask, but if both your beasts are full, why even bother with that last point of fury?
Yeah,
Well,
I
because
tend
she
to do
can't
that.
recover it without cutting, and she's very fragile.
Fair point.
Yeah.
All the troll lights are 3s?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I think is it back over to my time? No, you're still pondering your
No.
last one.
He's still got a few more activations.
Yeah, and I'm even looking at my clock at this point.
You've
Or
got.
at this point, or even later on, going, okay.
This is the turn where I get like 16 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly wonder if you start playing for clock at this point, Pete.
I thought, had things not gone well, I had 2 turns of where, like, if things go well, I have an assassination, and the first time did not pass.
You got to think at this point now he's got a devout, a reckoner.
Well, here's what I'm seeing at this point. And
Dervish.
again, like for the viewers at home.
Oh wait, this is very important. This is Janissa rolling to be a badass. Trying to
Oh, her
Dervish.
charge on the dervish. Wait.
No.
And I missed.
No.
Yep.
So I've not seen this game. I do not know what happens on a play-by-play basis. So, from my perspective, Pete is out a heavy with an arm. He's got a mechanic, sure, but he's out heavy with an arm, and he's got 2 lights, and you have a bunch of damaged warders. I don't know the specifics here,
There's not
but
that
it
many
seems
damaged
like
warders.
you're ahead.
Yeah.
So the two warders up on my reckoner.
Oh, no, maybe.
One's been a little damaged by a synergy whack. where I left him with one as well, actually. The guy on my right.
And look, and now you're repairing that Reckoner.
Does that mechanic have Pathfinder, by the way?
No, that's why he can only saunter the 3 inches in.
Okay. What's his speed?
6.
Okay.
Yeah, and they don't have small bases in Menos that are... well, besides Exemplars that are wearing a shit ton of armor. That are speed 5.
So do we now have a fully functional Death Star?
We temporarily do.
Nice.
Yeah, you repaired the Reckoner's arm, which is like, crap, okay.
And the danger here is that with mobility, as long as all I have to do is get those 2 warders dead or knocked down, and the Reckoner walks onto Calandra and just murders her to death. So here comes Choir.
And obviously your Cortex is still active because he's got 3 focus on him.
What does Amon do after his feat turn? Is he simply there to upkeep synergy and cast?
He's there to upkeep synergy and to position for an aggressive late turn assassination if he has it, because with reach and a chain weapon and the ability to crit or the ability to just flat out smite like Xerxes has, minus the combo part, in perfect balance, he's actually got a decent assassination game late. So I think this turn he shifts to the left and up a bit more.
Okay.
Now that devotes an ancillary attack into the back of that warder.
Yeah, I won't get the backtrack bonus.
And I don't think you did any damage. Oh, no, you did some.
I did a little bit.
Yeah.
But I got my synergy chain going before I went. And I think the Dervish does the same thing. The Dervish might actually kill Janissa this turn. I can't remember.
Oh, no, Janissa survives.
She survives? Oh, I hit the warder, I think. Cause
Yeah,
she's,
you'll hit that warder.
I'm trying to kill that warder.
So Amon looks like he's camping 2.
Yep.
Which would put his defensive stats at
16-16.
16-16. Is there any point where you would consider committing Amon, or does he just have to stay super far back?
You don't commit him until you position him for an assassination, but with that 13-inch threat, you can keep him kind of safe.
Sure.
Especially with all the range options kind of tied up.
Does he have a magic missile type spell?
No.
Okay.
He has convection.
Well, okay. So technically, yes.
All right, so I've cleared one of the 2 warders. I need to be dead.
And you killed a Krieg Stone.
Kill the Krieg Stone.
You monster.
So Amon's going to move up, and Amon's like, hey, all I have to do is hit this guy, and I should be good. And I think at this point, I forget that I've said that I was smiting.
No, you smite.
No, let's see if I hit. If I hit, I've completely fucked up.
Oh, you pulled off the rack.
You pulled off the rack.
Pulled off the rack.
Oh, no, you smite. I remember you smite.
And I completely forgot to move him. So I take a wildly unnecessary free strike in a second.
Well, that's where also we remember one of your rats blew up the turn.
Or no, maybe I just flat out miss. Maybe I just
miss him. Here's another Starcross get you.
We're all holding our breath here.
Yep.
5-1-1. 1-1.
Man. Calandra.
Now I'm just like, well,
You're such a
that
beast.
is rather enjoyable.
So now he has how much focus on him?
Nothing. And so now I ancillary the Reckoner. The Reckoner just has to hit,
And
I believe he needs to roll like a 4 to tough you.
Yeah.
I think it's 1 less than whenever I roll.
You leave him with 1 health.
Yeah. I rolled... no, I need a 6. I need a 6. I live with 1 else. So now the Reckoner has to take a free strike when it walks over to hit Calandra.
And what is it taking a free strike?
The warder that it rolled a 5 on damage for.
So we had literally, like, seconds ago just talked about you not committing a mon unless absolutely necessary. You felt like this was like a do-or-die assassination?
I knew that I wasn't going to damage any of the warders. They don't have Pathfinder. I'm not super scared about them right now.
Oh, and Calandra is empty. I
And
guess I didn't use
Calandra's empty.
But we just talked about it not mattering because your beasts are...
Yeah. I believe that's why I just spent it to reroll anyways. I was like, okay.
Right, but the
So
thing
he
is...
walks over...
Amon walks up because he should have had like a 90+% assassination and it just went to shit.
So the warder hits with the free strike of 9. You know, that's
And
definitely
sure.
hitting a Reckoner.
Needed to not go to the Cortex or
And
to the
here
right
comes
arm.
the damage, and it
Blows up.
is...
It is the Cortex and the right arm.
Yeah, it's both.
It's both.
So he loses the fury on him.
Thanks for showing up, Pete.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
But, I mean, hey, I've still got some... I have Choir and a Mechanic.
I believe your choir have already gone.
Right now, what I'm saying is what's jammed in the middle is keeping them
gotcha.
off of me.
And your synergy chain's fairly high right now, and you hit.
I do hit.
You hit because your synergy chain.
And I do a bit of damage.
No, you do about 10 damage, I think.
Yeah, I think I roll like a 3.
I want to get back to the thought process going on here real quick. So did you feel like you were so behind on attrition that you had to go for the assassination?
I just saw a very high... I saw a 90+%
Sure.
assassination, and there was no reason to not
Well,
take
you
it.
say it's 90%, but he has to roll... He either has to take out
All
your
I have to
cortex
do-
or your right arm.
I also realized that I rolled 1 too few dice.
No, your arm was
I
off.
boosted and rolled 3.
You got
No,
no
on
cortex.
Amon. On Amon. The reason I took the free strike is because I pulled the focus off the rack. Mobility's 2. I have 1 on me. I boost a hit. I roll 3 dice. Forget about Starcross. Pull 1.
Yep.
So all I need to do is not roll 3 1s.
Yeah.
He's knocked down. Reckoner walks up and kills Calandra at incredibly high probability.
Yep.
But I totally just now realized I forgot that I boosted, and I rolled the 3.
But you still did 10 damage. You rolled that 5 on damage, and you're
The
plus
5 on damage plus 5 is nice.
You did 10 to Calandra, and she's got 16 or 17, so she's
a
little
little
scared.
low. And Devout.
In his activations, swinging on that warder, hits him.
Because at that point, there's only 1 white warder, and I don't think he's going to get in, so I may as well have the other ones that I've tied up, and I think he might kill him.
So let's do a quick recap. You've got a severely bunged up Reckoner. You've got a Dervish and Devout that are just surrounded by a sea of trolls, and you've got Amon kind of hanging in the breeze, but he's got that defensive. The defense is kind of coming from the rough terrain surrounding him.
Rough terrain. He's in 18 and in melee, so I'm not really concerned about the range attacks on him. He's an effective defense 24 or something. 22. Defense 22 against range right now. Nope, 24 because I get the cover from the wreck marker.
But overall, it looks like John is ahead on attrition.
Yes, at this point, that assassination plan not working has made me sad.
And you damaged the going by cardinal directions, the southernmost unit of warders.
Right, they do not get in on them all.
Sure. Okay.
And we're back on my time.
Yeah.
And looking at it now, I realize I can clear 2 choir and that mechanic, and take that zone for a point.
Well, but Calandra's still being engaged by that Reckoner, and damaged or not, or crippled or not.
Oh yeah, no.
Actually, how did you do 10? Oh, synergy
And choir.
And choir. Synergy in battle gets him up.
Sure.
Ridiculous.
He was POW 24.
Gotcha.
Actually, I rolled very low on it. I think it was only 1 dice, but I think I rolled a 2 because I think it's plus 8 at 22.
Oh yeah. Actually, if you look at her card, I had like 4 or 5
4
health.
health.
No, you rolled a 5.
Okay, so then I did like 12.
Yeah, that's her card up front. She's got not that much life left.
No.
So you hit her hard.
In hindsight, sure, you can clear the zone, but you're still being engaged by a Reckoner, right?
Yeah. Reckoner that's pretty crippled, and Calandra's got 6 Fury. She's got Mercy. That Reckoner's got, I think, 4 health or something.
He has
Not
6.
much
He has
left.
an entire column.
Yeah, he had a whole column left over.
Or no, column plus 1. I think you do 1 damage to the Reckoner.
Yeah, I don't even remember. Doesn't matter. Calandra's like, okay, I got 6 Fury here with Mercy.
Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what you're thinking at the start of the turn?
Oh no, there's a Mon sitting right there, and I got warders galore, a storm troll, but you got a mechanic and a choir in the way.
Right. Though, I think one of the relevant questions to ask at this point is, what is Amon's walking threat range? And the answer is at least enough.
It's 11.
Which,
I'm sorry, it's his walking threat range is 10. It is significant.
Yeah.
And with her engaged by the Reckoner, a Reckoner free strike kills her.
So we can benefit from hindsight at this point.
Yeah.
But at this point in your turn, during the start of your activations, what were you looking to do?
I need to assassinate him this turn.
Okay.
I need to get him.
Yes.
He's got onto Calandra. She's barely alive. She's got 4 or 5 health left.
Does Amon have some kind of parry or some way to disengage himself?
Yeah, that's as astute YouTube listeners will realize. I mentioned perfect balance.
Okay.
And I forgot about it.
Well, I don't remember all of the...
I know. I mentioned it it was like the first thing we mentioned
balance.
like an hour ago.
He's got perfect balance, and you'll see. I do some stuff. I get
You get 3 attacks on him.
I feel it was a really good turn. It was a great turn for me actually. Just
you're basically fishing for 9s on 2 dice with rerolls, and this is a turn where the dice just did not. I think you got 8s and 7s a lot, but you cracked 9 once.
Yeah. So right now I'm like, okay, crap. I need to clear that choir and I need to clear that mechanic. That choir's very close. That mechanic's very close to the choir. Storm Troll's got an animus where he gets Electro Leap on his melee weapon, which is what I've just done. Put it on him. I'm gonna walk up to that choir, punch him, hoping to Electro Leap into the mechanic to kill both of them.
Sure.
Then I got charges on those warders.
Take a sweet free strike from a choir first.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll
free strike on a choir.
Hey, they hit almost as hard as Calandra does. So
that's true. They're only like
How
2
dare
off.
you?
Oh, he hits.
Yeah.
Dice off of 10. Don't worry about it.
not a problem. So he goes up, he punches. I believe I boost it because I just need to hit him.
Yeah.
I got Electro Leap on my melee
We're
weapon.
just looking for 5s. 'Cause you're
I
in the
just need to
Vanguard.
hit him.
How many members of the Creelstone unit are left at this point?
Everybody but one.
Yeah, I've only killed 1.
At what point do they activate during this turn?
Before the warders go, I believe. So I killed that choir, no problem. Electro Leap into the mechanic.
Dice off 3. I think you kill him with 1 electro.
No, he stays alive.
Oh,
The
because
mechanic
you can't
survives.
boot. It's your
Yeah.
electro leap. Yeah.
So
it's-
I rolled. He survives with 2.
he survives with
I
2.
thought Storm Trolls were like the one thing in this game that could boost electric.
Only on their ranged
ranged
attack.
attack.
They have Storm Generator.
Yes.
It's them and 3.
So that choir, that mechanic survives, and I'm just like, well, damn.
Fuck
Gotcha.
the police.
This son of a bitch is in my way. So Janissa goes up, and she has that pulse
Sure.
that
That
everybody
moves everyone out.
She
right?
shifts in
Everybody-
a tectonic manner.
tectonic shift that enemy models within 3 inches get pushed 5 inches in the direction I choose. Maybe it's
It's within 3, get pushed
Yeah.
2 or 3. I
so.
think it's within
So
3.
I'm
or
choosing
within
this.
5, get 3.
I'm choosing the table edge towards the Diet Coke, and that way I'm going to push that mechanic out of the way. It's going to push Amon into the Storm Troll, and it's actually going to clear up some lines for my warders. That's what I'm thinking I'm doing. Because right now that mechanic is just in the way of
Right.
of 3 warders, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah, he's at this point 1 warder can get in, and the mechanic's dead. 3 warders get in.
And
4 with 1 up
And
top.
Amon is a 16-14?
16-14.
Gotcha.
They're fishing for 9s.
Yeah. So we'll see. She's gonna push him.
Yep, he's
Yeah,
just in.
checking him on. He was barely in.
Mm.
Dervish gets bumped over there.
Yeah, Dervish goes into a warder, and I believe one of the warders stays there because I don't want to take a free strike from the Dervish.
Yeah, the Dervish.
He gets pushed, 2.5 inches,
That's
just
the ancient.
perfect out of the way. It clears the line of sight. It clears the charge lane.
Line of sight.
Sorry, not line. Just clears charge lane.
For some reason, we've remembered that you don't get Pathfinder out of activation on Amon, but we've totally forgotten on the mechanic. The mechanic moved 3 inches.
No, it's supposed to be 5. We forgot on both of them. They both should have moved 5.
No,
Tectonic
they
shift
should
is
not
5?
Oh no, sorry.
There's no chance it's 5.
Let's look it up.
That would be a feat.
have. There were multiple errors with that statement you just said.
Yes.
So many.
We just somehow. I remembered on Amon, but I've completely brain farted on the mechanic somehow.
We moved. Oh, I know we moved both of them 2.5.
Please hold while we...
No, we
load
moved one of them
Warhammer.
1.5, I think.
Oh, maybe just 3. I don't know. I forget.
I think it's 3
I
and
forget
3.
stuff.
Do you even troll, bro?
No, I don't. As you can see,
You are.
look at it all.
You're the worth of trolling.
It is.
If you keep this up,
Come
you'll never find a guy to dock with you with this attitude.
Oh yeah, it's 3 inches. So yes. Let's
Okay,
screw it
so
up.
they should have gone 1.5 inches. Is it an advance or a push?
It is a push.
Okay, so 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
So
We were
choose
with
a-
him on. We didn't with mechanic for some
Yeah.
reason. I think mechanic dies on the second anyhow or something.
No, I believe the mechanic moved out because he was still in the template. So that's about 1
Yeah,
inch
that
and a half.
actually doesn't
That
look
might be
too
correct.
egregious.
Yeah. I think it's just the view of the camera, the parallax.
I don't know what I just did there.
You're trying to clear the mechanic.
No, I'm
Yeah,
going.
Slag Troll shooting something.
Slag Troll is shooting the mechanic. That's right. And I believe I
You
do
hit
it.
with cover, I think. Or no, you have to reroll.
No, he's in melee right now with.
He's in melee and in cover. And you hit. Because you needed like a 17.
Yeah.
And you hit
his
it.
cock, and I hit him.
No, you need a 15. You need a 15 on dice and you hit it. And this kills the mechanic.
And he's dead.
No!
Slag Troll going from downtown murders the mechanic in melee. And
He was 3 days from retirement.
yes. Well,
He had a boat. He was going to work on it down on the Gulf.
keyword there is
He still
was.
misses his friend, Andy Dufresne.
So now stones are going up. Hey.
Wow, that was a
Somewhat-
totally mixed reference there.
Nope.
Okay.
Hey, I went from boats. I went to cherished black actors to other cherished black actors. I went from Danny Glover all the way to Morgan Freeman.
Although,
Crawled through a river of filth and came out clean on the other
I just
side.
want to point out, right now I got like 11 minutes on my clock.
yes.
I'm
But-
out
yes,
of time.
this is true.
You are all in at this point.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I knew I had.
Should have to happen.
I mean, you kind of get a little bit of a pass for playing a list that you're not super
Yeah.
practiced with.
Yeah.
But at this point, I also stopped bringing up the clock situation because you are effectively all in. You still have a Reckoner engaged with Calandra. Amon is sitting there on no camp. It seems like a not unreasonable odds of success. I'm curious to see how many warders you actually get in melee, but the odds of hitting a 9 on a
So-
reroll
This is
Choir
where
hits.
I wanted that 3 inches real bad on him.
Choir
and-
just needs to roll 10. No, Choir
I
needs
got
to roll
it.
an 11, actually.
Yeah, and I wasn't worried about it for
Sure.
Well, he only has 1 health, but I don't think the Choir can put
their
him down.
armor 21.
Sure.
I wasn't too worried about it.
Nope, Choir can't put him down.
And
That
if you-
one's not. They were not damaged last
Wait,
turn.
how are they armor 20? Exactly.
You damaged that
Oh,
one
no, you're
last
right.
time.
That's the one that Amon missed, but the Reckoner hit.
Yeah. And your dervish killed one of them.
Yeah. So I roll a
Right.
decent dice, but not enough to crack.
So we've got 1, looks like 2.
One's like a non-charge.
Well, I'm trying to figure out first. I'm like, wait a second.
I have to imagine they're all charges.
No, the
Yeah.
one that was
So-
already engaged with Amon.
So that guy's going first. And
Which
it's kind of cheating. I measured the one first.
The one up north.
Okay, so the one that moved first was already engaged and is not a charge.
No, it was a charge. He was He was not engaged yet.
Okay, fair
Oh
enough.
yes, he was. But the way I
The
charged,
shift, yeah, the shift
the
got him out.
angle I was able to charge, I got the 3.
You had just enough room when I shifted. And
This-
the other guy is tied up. The fourth one can't come in because the dervish is there. The dervish
Okay.
would free strike him.
So
on
now
the way
we're,
in.
now we're rolling on Amon.
Yep, I'm
missed
re-rolling.
the first one.
And I miss again. That's
Yeah.
that's
That
status.
is a double 1.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Odds
So
are
now-
one of these should hit. And
Now we're
I
going
think
the
one of them
second
doesn't.
one. We're going the second one.
There are 4 engaged.
Hey, that hits.
3.
3.
3.
The fourth one was the one that was engaged with dervish. That hits.
So that one hits. I'm like, all right. This
Dice
is,
off 1.
Yeah, -1. This is going to be great. It's a charge.
You could potentially kill him.
Yep. I'm happy with this because I still got another one after this. With the stone, we're 13, and it is...
He does good damage, but not enough.
No.
A 5, 4, 1, and
No,
a
I'm
3.
re-rolling it. I'm
Yeah,
re-rolling
I
the
was
damage.
You're
just
right.
going to ask, can Calandra re-roll any
Yes.
dice?
Yeah.
Yes. So I re-roll it, and it
And
was worse damage than the
You
other
get
one.
2 less damage.
Yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate, sir.
I was hoping to blow it up.
I understand.
And now... No, that's right. That was because I missed the first 2
becomes an
missed.
issue.
It was the third one.
Third one misses, rolls an 8.
No, this is on your dervish.
Oh, this is the dervish one?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the third one is the one that hit.
Ooh.
Dervish is damaged, but survives.
Yeah. He's good.
It's his first damage this game.
It's a
I think.
non-charge. So now looking back at this, I didn't realize that Amon has
Perfect balance.
perfect balance.
See,
I left a big hole with those warders there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I'm out of time. I failed to kill Amon, so I'm like, shit. Calandra's got 1 fury left. And I still got a Reckoner on her.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
Did Calandra activate when I just didn't notice? Or-
Yeah.
No, she is not activated. I don't...
Oh, no. She has it because she's going to go in and try
So
and kill the
you-
Reckoner.
You spent 6 fury on rerolls then.
He was. I mean,
No,
he
I
was all in.
had to heal... Oh, no, maybe
You had to. Yeah, you just went all in.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't
'Cause
remember.
You rerolled 2 misses. You
Yeah.
rerolled the damage. You rerolled the hit on the mechanic because you were fishing for
That's right,
16s.
yep. So
Okay,
I just spent 6 fury on rerolls.
All right, so now we know what happens. The assassination does not pull off Pete. Was that the right call for John to make?
Yeah, John had to. When you see, because Amon put himself in a bad position, when like a 90% plus kind of assassination falls apart, the great thing is that the person who went for the assassination is almost always in a horrible position. And Amon wasn't in a terrible position, but the shift hurt him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, even with rerolls, like if he gets hit twice, he's gonna die. If he gets hit once and rides the averages, he's alive.
It was about a 45%.
Yeah, it was
maybe 40%.
close. It was pretty close to a 50-50. So at that point, he had to do it.
All right, so John, with the benefit of hindsight, do you do anything different
Oh, I definitely would have positioned those warders better.
to purely block Amon like from getting to Calandra?
Yes.
Then how do you deal with the Reckoner though?
He hopes they roll a 1. 1 in
I
6 chance.
think I was trying to knock him
A 1 in
down.
6 chance.
I think I was trying to...
That is true. So your weapon arm is still out.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 6 chance that I completely miss him.
And I believe the rune bearer goes up and
Tries to force blow.
tries to force blow him to force blow the
He
Reckoner.
hits, but he can't do damage.
to knock him down so Calandra can get the hell out of the way.
Sure.
Yeah, I hit him because his movement was out as well.
It's dice off 6 or 7. I can't remember.
Yeah,
And you have to actually deal damage to not.
With
to
force
knock him
blow.
down. Because if I could have knocked him down, Calandra was just see ya. She's out of there.
Calandra runs
Oh,
away.
for sure.
And I failed to
did
do
not
damage, so now I'm like, okay.
And what were you looking for damage wise?
I believe a
7.
7
Or 7 or 8.
It's
Yeah.
POW 12 against the.
Yeah, so
Looking
I
for an
need an
8. You're looking for an 8.
Yeah. So now Calandra's like, okay, I'm gonna go up and just finish
Try and
you
get
off.
off.
I
All
don't
you
know-
do is roll an
because
impossible
at
amount
this-
of dice.
At this point, I still forgot
Really? I thought.
She's only POW 8.
pound 9 or
She's
10
pound 9.
with the stone.
So,
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you
that's
forgot
fine.
what at this point?
At this point, I completely forgot that Amon has perfect balance
Gotcha. Okay.
because I moved her closer to Amon.
Sure. Well, I don't know how brittle. I mean, maybe that is relevant, but if Pete's correct, that's a 10-inch threat sans charge.
Yes.
Like, you are well within charge, whatever you do.
Yeah.
Unless you walk backwards.
Yeah.
So, you say that it was an impossible amount of dice to roll.
Without... He would have had to spend his focus... Because he needed to put that Reckoner out, he needed to do... with 6 or 7 health left at dice minus 9, he needed to do a 16.
So
And
not an actual impossible amount, but
Yeah.
certainly an
it's
improbable
completely
amount.
impossible without spending the Fury, leaving her on 0, which essentially kills her.
Have your beasts are full or not this turn?
No, the Storm Troll has 2, Slag Troll has 3. Storm Troll only has about 7 health left at this point.
Okay.
Oh, no, he's only got 3. Because
Yeah.
he healed him 2. Or he's got
Actually-
4. He's got like 4.
So,
And then the Slag Troll actually has only like 3 or 4 damage done to him.
Yeah, Slag Troll and the Dervish
and-
are semi-fresh.
Going back on it,
so
Probably
technically, with Finisher, whatever the heck her rule is called,
Yeah.
getting a 16 on 3 dice is possible if...
Oh, right. But I'm saying, yeah.
unlikely.
On 2 dice, it's impossible for him to have taken it out. And on 3
But
dice...
he's not rolling 2 dice. He's
I'm
rolling
sorry,
3
yeah,
dice.
yeah, it's true. With Mercy Killer, yes, he would need to roll a 16 on 3 dice to take it out.
and also I spent all my Fury on rerolls trying to get the kill off and did not cast Starcross.
And then the worst part is he actually still needs to roll a 7 to hit because of the minus 2 defense and the movements being up.
Oh,
on
that
the
is,
Reckoner.
the Reckoner is such an obnoxiously good...
It is
jack.
really solid. Poor, I'm sad the painted one died so early.
Should just swap them.
He had those sweet Imperial wings I put on it.
So now at the end of the turn, I got 4 minutes 45 seconds, but I'm like, okay, I'm still in a good spot because hopefully that Reckoner misses. I'm just hoping for it.
So Choir moves up. They battle. I mean, this is a pretty academic turn for you, right, Pete?
Well, it depends. I need the synergy chain to go off because my dice have been really hit and miss in this game. So I need...
What was your allocation like?
It looks like everything on Amon.
Yeah, you kept everything on him.
Okay.
You have kept
well,
synergy.
You must
I
up
asked
your synergy.
because of the
You
synergy
need
relevance.
Yeah.
Because it takes him from a 7 to when he's hitting to a 10, which becomes very important. If all 3 guys hit, he goes to a 10.
I would not have been shocked if you allocated 1 focus to the jacks just so that you can start that synergy chain.
I still have both of my vassals. I'm not worried about it. Each vassal can start the synergy chain for free, as long as they hit. And with Choir and no Starcrossed, I'm
Sure.
not concerned.
Sure.
I should be. I've rolled some crap dice, but it's
The
okay.
Devout hit somebody, hit the warder. I don't think he did anything.
No, that was my bad. I had a bad arm at that point.
Yeah.
I had 1 good and 1 bad.
But you still hit him.
Devout's, yeah, synergy chain goes. Devout's gonna maybe kill a warder here. Yeah. Boom! Rolled a 6 on the bad arm.
Yep, you hit. That's all that matters.
That's all I cared about. Moving
Yep.
that synergy dice over.
And that moves you to 2.
Move me
Yeah.
to 2.
And Amon's a base Mat 7.
Yes.
Mat 7, POW
14.
14.
Oh, yeah, it kills him. Yay, or toughs him. The sad thing is, with this,
Right,
the
checking the
Devout
stone.
has officially killed more warders than the Judicator did with a sweep.
Surprise, surprise, I toughed on too.
Oh, you toughed him, you son of a bitch.
But you hit him again.
Oh, I
or you
shielded him.
damaged.
Oh, yeah, hit him with a shield.
I don't think
But
you did anything.
it doesn't really matter, yeah. Now it's on to, I think I try him with a Reckoner.
No, the Reckoner's going to go now.
I don't remember if he hits or not. I think because he's only a...
Yes.
He's a 10, he needs a 4.
Oh, you're swinging at Moses.
That little guy.
At
Trollus,
the
trying to
Rune
get
Bear.
Trollus out of the way. I think I miss him.
No, you hit him.
Do I kill Trollus?
Yeah, because you need him out of the way.
No, I don't need him out of the way. I just need to move the Reckoner better, which is what I end up doing. Give myself a gap for the chain weapon hits.
Hey, and you hit.
It's hard to tell from this position, but it does look like you actually need him out of the way.
Yeah, you do.
There's a gap in between him because I'm using my reach.
Mm-hmm.
There's about an 1.5 inch gap in between him and the Rune Bear so that Amon can wiggle his way up there.
And I toughed
Because
him.
yeah, you'll see it. He's
That's
tough.
right. I did tough him.
Yeah.
Did not kill him.
Then Amon just sortes up at Mat 10
Yeah.
and tries.
Well, parallax is a real thing. I often find myself walking
Yeah.
to the other side of the table just to get a better angle.
Yes.
And we don't have that luxury right now.
So now here's Amon, and this is where Pete goes, oh yeah, he has perfect balance. And I'm like, oh crap, he does have perfect balance.
All right, so perfect balance does, like, from top to bottom, does immunity free strikes.
Immunity free strikes. If you are knocked down, you may stand up for free without forfeiting, as long as you have an activation. So it doesn't. I believe it does not trigger on if you throw your own model. Oh man, I'm not 100% sure on that because I haven't played Emorgul in a while. Emorgul's the other perfect balance caster I use a decent amount.
So actually, that one hits. You do like.
I don't do.
You do like 10 damage because you're like plus something.
You transfer to the
Storm Troll. I transfer to the Storm Troll.
Kills the Storm Troll.
Kills that Storm Troll
and splashes back.
And take 1 point back to her. She's got like 4 left. Right now I'm like okay and you hit her again. It was auto toughing. You're plus 4.
And
she had 4 left.
Then Zangief shows up.
All the better.
And the ends.
Thanks for watching Inside the Axers Studio, episode 1.
Inside the Actors Studio.
The Axers Studio.
Oh, Axers. I was like, wait a second.
That's a different show.
We're going to get sued.
Tell me what kind of a tree you are. If you were a tree, would you make out with me?